The truth about EGG's nitrogen monoxide. One talk about. For decades, eggs have been one of the most controversial foods in human nutrition. One generation grew up hearing that eggs were dangerous, that eating too many could raise cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. Doctors warned people to limit egg consumption, fitness magazines avoided them, and many families replaced eggs with low-fat alternatives because they believed it was the healthier choice. Something interesting is happening. Modern nutrition science is slowly rewriting what we thought we knew about eggs. So what would actually happen if someone ate eggs every single day? Not just 1 or 2, but 5 eggs a day for an entire month. In this video, we're going to explore what really happens inside your body when eggs become a daily habit based on nutritional science, physiology, and real biological responses. And by the end, you may never look at eggs the same way again. To understand the effects of eating eggs daily, we first need to understand what makes eggs so unique. An egg is essentially designed by nature to create life. That means it contains almost everything needed for growth and development. Inside one egg exists an impressive combination of nutrients that work together to support the human body. Eggs contain high-quality protein, healthy fats, essential vitamins, minerals, and compounds that many people unknowingly lack in their diets. Unlike many processed foods, eggs deliver dense nutrition without excessive calories or artificial ingredients. One of the most important aspects of eggs is protein quality. Not all proteins are equal. The protein found in eggs contains all 9 essential amino acids required by the human body. These amino acids act as building blocks for muscles, hormones, enzymes, and immune cells. In fact, egg protein is often used as a scientific reference standard when researchers measure protein quality in other foods. But protein is only the beginning. Eggs are also rich in vitamin B12, vitamin A, vitamin D, selenium, and zinc, nutrients involved in energy production, immune defense, and cellular repair. Many people struggle with fatigue not because they lack calories, but because their diet lacks nutrient density. Eggs help fill that gap efficiently. Perhaps one of the most underrated nutrients found in eggs is choline, a compound essential for brain function and nervous system health. Surprisingly, a large percentage of people do not consume enough choline daily, and eggs are one of the best natural sources available. So when someone begins eating eggs regularly, the body suddenly receives a concentrated supply of essential nutrients. And this is where the first changes begin. During the first week of eating several eggs each day, many people notice a surprising effect. They feel fuller for longer periods of time. Protein has a powerful influence on appetite regulation. When protein intake increases, hormones responsible for satiety become more active, sending signals to the brain that reduce hunger. As a result, people often snack less without consciously trying to diet. Instead of experiencing sudden hunger spikes, energy levels become more stable throughout the day. This happens because eggs do not cause rapid blood sugar fluctuations. Unlike refined carbohydrates or sugary breakfasts, eggs provide sustained energy release. Many individuals report fewer cravings, particularly for processed foods or sweets. The body begins relying on steady fuel rather than chasing quick energy from sugar. Another subtle change involves mental clarity. Stable blood sugar combined with increased nutrient intake can improve focus and concentration. While this effect varies between individuals, the brain benefits greatly from consistent energy availability and essential micronutrients. By the end of the first week, the body is not necessarily transforming physically yet, but internally, metabolic regulation is already improving. As the weeks continue, increased protein intake begins influencing muscle maintenance and metabolism. Every day, the human body breaks down and rebuilds tissues. Protein provides the raw material needed for this repair process. When dietary protein increases, muscle recovery improves, especially for individuals who exercise or remain physically active. Even without intense workouts, higher protein consumption helps preserve lean muscle mass. This is important because muscle tissue plays a major role in metabolic health. More lean mass means the body burns more energy even at rest. This is why many high-protein diets are associated with improved body composition. People may notice subtle fat loss or improved muscle tone, not necessarily because they are eating fewer calories intentionally, but because their metabolism becomes more efficient. Eggs also have a high thermic effective food, meaning the body uses energy simply to digest and process them. In other words, eating protein slightly increases calorie expenditure compared to fats or carbohydrates. Over time, this combination of increased satiety, improved muscle maintenance, and metabolic efficiency can lead to healthier weight regulation. One of the most fascinating effects of daily egg consumption relates to brain health. The brain relies heavily on nutrients that many modern diets fail to provide adequately. Choline, found abundantly in egg yolks, plays a key role in producing acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter responsible for memory, learning, and communication between brain cells. Adequate choline intake supports cognitive performance and nervous system stability. Some research even links sufficient choline levels to improved mood regulation and long-term brain health. Additionally, eggs contain omega-related fats and vitamins that support nerve function and reduce inflammation. The brain is composed largely of fat structures, meaning dietary fats are essential for optimal performance. People who regularly consume nutrient-dense foods often describe feeling mentally sharper, more focused, and less mentally fatigued. While eggs are not a miracle cure, they provide foundational nutrients that allow the brain to operate more efficiently. Another benefit often overlooked is eye health. Egg yolks contain two powerful antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds accumulate in the retina and help protect the eyes from oxidative damage caused by light exposure and aging. Modern lifestyles expose people to screens for extended periods, increasing strain on visual systems. Nutrients like lutein and zeaxanthin act as protective filters, supporting long-term visual function. Regular intake of these antioxidants has been associated with reduced risk of age-related vision decline and improved eye resilience. This demonstrates an important point about eggs. Their benefits extend beyond muscles or weight management. They support multiple systems simultaneously. After consistently eating eggs daily for a month, many people report several combined effects. Energy feels more stable throughout the day, hunger becomes easier to manage. Muscle recovery improves, and mental focus feels sharper. Some notice gradual body composition improvements without extreme dieting. Perhaps the most important realization is psychological. People begin to understand that nutrition is more complex than labeling foods as simply good or bad. Eggs, once feared, become an example of how nutrition myths can persist long after science evolves. The real takeaway from eating eggs every day is not that everyone should immediately start consuming 5 eggs daily. Instead, the lesson is deeper. Whole foods that are minimally processed and nutritionally dense often support human health more effectively than highly engineered diet trends. Eggs demonstrate how a simple, affordable food can nourish the body, support the brain, and help regulate metabolism when included within a balanced lifestyle. Nutrition is rarely about extremes. It is about consistency, quality, and understanding how the body responds to real food. So the next time you look at an egg, remember that inside that small shell exists one of nature's most complete nutritional packages and perhaps one of the most misunderstood foods in modern history.